Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DJ. Sorry for the lack of videos, kind of recently. Been trying to pump out some, but I've just been grinding on Destiny for that new auto rifle. But this I made in like probably 5 hours. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why this is here, because I had to take intervenes of breaks. This took me hours though. And since I didn't want to get my screen like burnt in, like a burnt in image, I just did this and then just sat it there. That icon's really annoying though, so we're gonna take that off. I don't know why that was on. That should have been off, but this is kind of a new Clash Royale knockoff, if you want to call it that. This is a brand new game though. That I plan to constantly update, but it's kind of interesting. We're gonna have probably an entire, maybe 10-15 minute long discussion video, kind of like an IGN review of Minecraft maps. I don't know why that's up there. It has a nether portal on it, but because I wanted to do something in the nether, but obviously I didn't really do anything in the nether, so yeah, I want to do like an IGN review kind of thing on different Minecraft maps. Probably the most notable one, Clash Blackout, Jin's new map. It's kind of in the beta stages. I want to talk about that because there's some issues with it, but not like it's technically a bad game, but I mean, you just have to watch the video when it comes out. It's gonna be fully edited too. We're gonna have background gameplay and everything, so yeah. But this, I mean, it's on my PS3 walls away, and oh boy, when I transferred it to my PS4, I had to do a couple things. First, it has 1.13 on the PS3, but not 1.14, so I couldn't get the prismarine slabs or stairs of that type. I couldn't get the different signs, which should have been 1.13, I'm pretty sure. All the different walls. Where is it? Crossbow. Yeah, this are some notable ones. So, and lanterns. So, this is kind of going to be a different version of a Class Wars thing. So basically, you were allowed to buy classes, but not outright. It's going to be the same thing as Clash Dimensions. You're going to be able to get money by winning and stuff, but more like a kit PvP than anything, I guess, if you want to call it that. This is the classroom. I haven't named any of the classes because obviously of these signs, but have most of them done. These two, I haven't done anything. These are all going to be the free classes that I don't do. I want to have this row done, and that's it. There's not going to be that many free classes. I will add some more, though, that you can buy. Those we'll talk about later, but, oh, that's right, I have this on. I gotta turn that off. There we go. But yeah, this is a really big lobby. This took me at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half to do. But yeah. The main thing is new maps. There's going to be new maps all the time. They're going to have a lot of different things to them, and they're going to be really fun to play. DLC maps and stuff you can buy. DLC maps are going to be super cheap. They're going to be like dirt cheap. I already have one basically done. I just want to wait a little bit to release it. It's a really good map though. But you get 2 free maps just out of the out straight out of the gate. We're going to talk about those two. These two took me forever to do. So yeah, I also like this kind of style of thing. It's really nice. So the first two that you get for free are Castle. You might see where I'm going with that one. And good old Battlefield. These two might kind of throw you off. Castle, if you know what yeah, It's kind of like Clash Royale, the old map. Remastered, if you will. It's a really small version of it, and it's also a really bland version of it. The original Clash Royale is obviously going to be better than this, but it's pretty standard and pretty simple. Few minor changes. First, I really am going to try to stick with this being this is like your most basic. We're gonna call this the standard for maps. Obviously the spawns will be of the sides. I didn't actually add the spawns yet, so we got to do that quick while I'm talking. So basically, this isn't like an installment of Clash Royale. This is more, wow, this guy over here has a pretty bad time, is gonna have a pretty bad time. Wow, you can actually, that's gonna be weird. I want to see how that plays out before I fix it. But it's gonna be basically a game that I can do and I can update whenever I want. It's gonna be pretty nice. It's gonna be not as played as Clash Dimensions or the new Kit PvP map, but so yeah. So the thing about this map is that's different than Clash Royale. Clash Royale, the original map, I'm gonna call it Clash map. Clash had issues, had a lot of issues. It recently got a hot fix, or I guess me and Jane kind of updated it, where the tree thing's gone. I might make a video on it, stuff like that. Well, I might make a video on it, but we'll just talk about that later at a different date. But yeah, it's really simple. It's kind of the Clash Royale map, but tuned. So I like it more. I like it. There's a lot of things that I prefer about this version. Mainly the one bridge. I want to have an argument video. One bridge or two bridge. It's kind of a debate that a hidden debate. One bridge, and this is actually I want to stress this. This is how the original Clash should be, where there's magma here. Obviously, this is just all magma. So, parkouring is going to be difficult. You have to time those jumps pretty much, or else you're dead. I'm actually going to eat a couple golden apples here, just to get my health back up, so I don't need to go in survival. I didn't add lights or anything yet, or I didn't add. It's pretty bare bones. This is like the most bare bones map I could really make, honestly. I just wanted to make a map that everyone kind of knew how to, how to play. Because most people are oh, I don't know how to play this map. But if you haven't played the original Clash, you should play that before Clash Dimensions, Clash Blackout, any of these rip-offs, I guess, if you want to say rip-off. Any of these versions. I mean, Clash Dimensions is I don't care what people say. I'm gonna be playing that a lot because that's like, it's so good. I'm gonna update it then. New maps we're definitely gonna need because I've already kind of gotten a little bit bored. I've definitely gotten used to, but bored of the original map, so we're gonna have to add those. But yeah, it's pretty simple. You have one bridge, so you can go this way, but it's gonna be a life or death situation. You also, the bridge is a bit wider than normal, at least from what I can tell. It's very wide, so it's pretty easy to rush people because you literally just walk across. Also, pretty nice kind of castles, I guess. These took me like maybe 15 minutes each. They're so freaking basic. You have the two doors on each side, the big open front here. No back like the Clash Dimensions. That's why I think that map is so good, because of the back thing. Top here you have these. You can't really camp here because obviously at least 25% of your body is shown, and the hitbox is slightly bigger than most people would think, so you can still die by someone shooting you from really anywhere. So you can't, I mean, unless you do this, which I should fix, but I don't know. This area, pretty nice. You can kind of camp behind these things or just do whatever you want, but top layers, you can't actually jump up here unless you have leaping, so you can kind of see the other. What is that? Oh wait, I know what that is. Alright. So yeah, pretty basic stuff. You have these little trees all around. You can't really hide behind them. If someone's up there, you can kind of do this and just kind of block their shots, but Clash Dimension style spawns in the back. Yeah. Battlefield is a little bit more complex. I don't think I've really seen a map kind of like it. This took me forever to do because I had to fix multiple things multiple times. So basically what this is a like World War II battlefield. And you have a tank which you can actually go in if you're like just running around or whatever. You can either, if you have leaping, jump up, or just go in the back, go up here, bam, you're in the tank. This took me a little while to do. It's definitely not the best tank. I don't make tanks, but I think it's a nice tank, I guess. I don't know. The worst part is the barrel. I couldn't really do the barrel that well. But yeah. The trench, I really enjoy these kind of trenches, just to kind of flank the enemy team or whatever. But there's a couple of things placed around that are just kind of there. Oh, you also have this nice artillery thing. I don't know, but there's a couple things placed. First, there's two of these. They're just like sandbags piled up on each other. They're just birch planks, but whatever. You have the missile spots, which are like these. These you go a bit lower in, so it might kind of. I mean, it's just for looks, really. It doesn't really affect your gameplay, but there's always going to be one spot in the middle that's soul sand, which might slow you down, or kind of you might get caught up on it or whatever. You also have this part here, which is like the big missile thing, but they're all over the place. There's also the mud piles, which are just literal piles of soul sand with ice under them, so they're even more dumb. There's like 3 or 4 of them around the map. They're pretty easy to avoid, but if you don't avoid them, that's going to be a problem. And finally, obviously trees. There's one big tree in the middle, but these are custom made, by the way. I like them. Rocks. These are just concrete powder. I mean, it's pretty simple. But I want to see how the best way to play this map, because if you spawn on, let's say, this side, you also have these. So if you're running, it's really open. I tried to make it as the least amount of openness as possible. And while you can kind of hide behind the artillery tank, the normal tank, in the trenches, behind a tree, or behind a rock, there's no real place to camp. I mean, unless you camp in the trenches. But people could drop on you, which wouldn't be that good. Behind the tank here is probably going to be your best bet, just kind of like sitting there, but yeah. And I guess that's that. This way, there's nothing right now, but I'm probably going to add like some way to either go up in the air or just a long hallway of DLC maps. We're gonna add them in the corners like this, like that map over there. It's gonna be a really good one, but no one's gonna understand it. But classroom, the classes I want to make as balanced as possible. So the standard soldier, you have kind of the high damage, low armor, the powerful bow, the archer, the warrior, the soldier, and the mage. Obviously the mantis, I guess, kind of like from the original Flash Dimensions, which is high armor, low weapons, the pyro, the assassin, the dragon, which is a really nice one, the spear thrower, saber, I guess, the medic. The medic's really good. These two I haven't done yet, so probably the hunter with the crossbow. Do we have protection 1? You know what, let's just do this for now. Protection 1. I want to just put that on all of them. There we go. And then maybe feathers falling or something. Actually, wait, what do we... Alright, so what do we gunner? We're just gonna put this on everything. We're gonna have, obviously, camo armor. In Battlefield, I mean, the camo armor might actually help a lot. I mean, I know it's like shining and stuff, but with it on, I mean, if you're peeking over a rock, the helmet, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I do want piercing, maybe like a piercing 1, maybe 2. I don't know about 3. Guess we'll just get some books quick. I'll put that on the boots, maybe. Power on. Piercing 1. No, I want that. There we go. Alright. Slap this on. We'll add a nice stone sword. I want to add knockback, but actually, we need to go get that feather falling. Always like to put it on the boots, just to make it better. So like, oh, the boots are obviously, you know, whatever. Definitely want to add swiftness on there. A lot of people admire like swiftness, so whatever. That should be it. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Final one, I guess someone with a shield. So let's grab a shield. Maybe. I like black for the guys with the shields. They just, it makes them look a lot cooler. We'll probably add knockback. Maybe a... I want to add slow falling. I don't know why, but I feel like it would fit the class. Maybe feather falling 1 or... Yeah, but you have knockback 1. Actually, let's get a wooden sword and then put sharpness 1 on it. So knockback, sharpness. Pretty nice sword right there. Actually, wait. Let's get a stone axe. So I was trying to do like 4.5, not actually 5, but whatever. Knockback 1, that's fine. I mean, that already is a fine class, so there we go. I don't think we had one of those before. So I guess once I put the names on, that will be good. The top class is just gonna be like the legacy class. So like things from the past. But so far, this one, I guess I'll give you guys a quick look. It's not, you might have seen some things, but unless you're a true OG of what, no, never mind. I guess that's it. All I gotta do is really add the names to the classes, and I think Battlefield is gonna be one that having multiple, just at least 2 different maps to play. If one's either really, really bad or really like boring that you've played it so many times, that's why I like to have more than one map, just to kind of play around and just mess around with, play on and stuff. If you only have one, like Clash Dimensions, it gets boring after a while. I play like 30 or more rounds, probably like 30 rounds on Clash Dimensions, and it gets boring. But yeah, these are gonna be for like, I guess 2 Battlefield or 2, I don't know, for something. Right now it's just for looks, but you can actually put a lantern on top of these. I guess not that one, but put ones on the side. So I guess that's about it. I'm going to name the classes probably. These are going to be for updates. I'm probably going to do like every update, maybe add a class or so. Clash Dimensions probably gonna update once I play every class and give my honest opinion on it. See if it's fun or not, what I want to change, and you know. So that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll probably play this soon, because this is really fun. But anyway guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.